Hey everybody, it's Everett back with you from Hood Time Welding. Today we got two little projects. The first one is we've got some cast iron handles that broke. Um, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but right there, there's some weld there. It actually looks like it might be brazing. Somebody tried to fix them before, both pieces. I know that one's definitely brazed, but yeah, it didn't hold, and they just cracked back out. So I went to the one of the places I get supplies from yesterday, and I was looking at welding rod and I was looking at brazing rod. Um, I thought about rebrazing them, but you can see it already broke. And the correct welding rod you're supposed to use is, I don't remember the exact proportions, but it says for cast. And the problem is that stuff is $50 for 1 pound, um, for just these two little handles. Um, and I'm just like, man, that's just crazy. So what we're going to actually do is we're going to use old farmer rod. We're going to use some 6011. Um, I'll prep them up a little bit, and I'll heat them just a little bit with a torch, and then we'll give it a try with the old farmer rod, because that stuff I've always found when you need something welded and nothing else wants to weld it, 6011's the man, or does the job. It's just one of those rods. It's so versatile. It burns through anything. It makes it stick. And I know you're supposed to do more than just make it stick when you're welding, but sometimes that's all you can do, especially when it comes to cast. And 6011 is just that type of rod that, man, she's always there for you. She'll get the job done. So that's the first job. I do have a second job that I'm gonna add on to this one. It's only a little one, and we'll get into that once we get going. But like I said, for the first one here, we're gonna do a little stick welding and get these handles put back together. Like I said, I'll have to prep it first, but yeah, well, let's get started. So we got the first job done. You saw this one I had problems with a little bit more than this one. And what it is I must have just ended up in a little bit better section of casting on this. And I burned through. And then the other thing is these were brazed together, so I don't know how far back that brazing went. So I think that was also the problem. I might have hit some brazing in this one. I might not have cleaned it. This one I might not have cleaned it off enough, and that's why I thought I had it well at one point, and I was chipping on the inside, and it just fell apart. Is it annoying? Yes, but that's the problem with casting. It's just one of the hardest ones to weld, unless you're using the exact right material. Totally different if it would have been like something a lot more important. These are just handles, so I just wanted to make them so they pretty much really stick. And I thought regular welding would work a little bit better. I finally got this one. I got back into some better steel, and you know, feels like it's gonna hold, but I can never tell for sure. I'll tell the customer if he has problems with it again. Bring it back. We'll see what we can do, and I won't charge him for the hours that I work on it or anything. It's the hard part about casting. The little one, like I said, just came out a lot better. So that's that. That's that section. So the second part, let me grab it here, is we got some stainless steel. This one the customer wanted, it's some kind of egg maker. I'd never heard of it before. It's 4x8 and it's 1 inch high. And you set it down on the pan, you break your eggs in it, and then you cook it up. The best I could find was sheet steel. So what we're gonna do is, since he wants it 4x8, this sheet's 10 inches long, or 10 inches, 12 inches long. So we'll cut 2 1-inch strips, and then instead of bending it exactly in half, I'm gonna actually bend it with a 2-inch, 4-inch, and then it ended up being 6-inch. So that way your seams are gonna be on the side, and that way I was thinking, if I put the seams in the corner, that's like a really sharp corner, and the egg could possibly get stuck in it. Where if it's all the corners are rounded, it's more likely to come straight out, and I should be able to keep that the sides a little more flat. So we're gonna try it that way. It's like I said, it's 4x8, and then we're gonna make a little handle for it. It's all stainless. We're gonna do the best we can to not contaminate it. I've got some paper towels here to hang it on when I'm cutting and bending on it. I'm going to change my dirty gloves. I've got brand new gloves. And we're going to do the best we can to not contaminate it at all with any steel so it doesn't rust on them or anything like that. So that's the next part of the project. So we'll go ahead and get working on that part. So there she is. Nothing spectacular, but it's what the customer wants. 4x8. Got a handle to pick it up. The handle is a little bit, I wish I had a little bit thicker material to make the handle out of, but I mean, you just got to be able to pick it up. So yeah, it's hard finding stainless steel around here for cheap, and that's what I found. I wish I would have went just a little bit thicker. As a hell of a time welding it. If you didn't notice, it just was melting away so fast. I had to actually use my rod, my filler rod, to um, like I'd light up with on the filler rod and then move them together, so it wouldn't melt all the way through. And it was a pain in the butt. Just I wish I got to do more stainless. I wish I got to do more aluminum, but I don't. So I do the best I can when I get them. So, anyways, as always, if you like content, big thumbs up. Any comments, questions, just saying hi, I always appreciate. And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.